Most expensive paintings in the world. In this video, we will be discussing the top 10 most expensive paintings in the world. These are paintings that have been sold for large sums of money, and some of them may even surprise you. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the subscribe button and press the bell icon to never miss out on any of our videos. Without further delay, let's start the video. Number 1. Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi. Salvator Mundi is a painting by Leonardo da Vinci that was sold for a record $450.3 million at Christie's in New York in 2017. The painting is a portrait of Christ as the savior of the world and is one of only a handful of paintings by Leonardo da Vinci that still exist today. Salvator Mundi is the most expensive painting ever sold at auction, and its sale has broken numerous records, including the record for the most expensive work of art sold at auction, the most expensive painting sold privately, and the most expensive Leonardo da Vinci painting ever sold. The painting's provenance history is somewhat controversial, with some experts believing that it was painted by a student or follower of Leonardo da Vinci rather than by the master himself. Number 2. Paul Gauguin's Nafia Poipo. Paul Gauguin's Nafia Poipo, When Will You Marry? Is not only the most expensive painting ever sold, it's also one of the most iconic. The work was painted in 1892 and depicts two Tahitian girls against a backdrop of mountains and ocean. Gauguin's use of color and light is unparalleled, and the painting is said to capture the essence of Tahitian life. It's no wonder that this painting holds such high value, it's truly a masterpiece. Number 3. Pablo Picasso's Les Femmes d'Alger. Pablo Picasso's Les Femmes d'Alger is the most expensive painting in the world, selling for $179.4 million at Christie's in 2015. The painting is a cubist masterpiece, depicting the women of Algiers in a highly stylized manner. Picasso painted Les Femmes d'Alger in 1954-55, during his pink period. The work is incredibly rare, with only a handful of similar cubist paintings by Picasso in existence. Given its rarity and beauty, it's no wonder that Les Femmes d'Alger sold for such a high price at auction. Number 4. Jackson Pollock's Number 17A. Number 17A is an oil-on fiberboard and a good example of drip painting. Was painted a year after Jackson Pollock introduced his famous drip technique. The abundance of paint creates a complex color vortex where the top and bottom layers are impossible to differentiate. Smudges of yellow, blue, and black on the fiberboard help soften the image, while three nearly parallel white brushstrokes grab our attention and direct our gaze diagonally up the image. Number 5. Vincent van Gogh's The Card Players. In at number 5 on our list of the most expensive paintings in the world is The Card Players by Vincent van Gogh. This painting was sold for a whopping $275 million in 2015. Making it the most expensive painting ever sold at auction. The Card Players is a series of 5 paintings that Van Gogh completed in 1890, and it is considered to be one of his most important works. The scene depicted in the painting is of two peasants playing cards, and the simplicity of the composition has been praised by art critics. If you're lucky enough to have a few $100 million burning a hole in your pocket, this could be the painting for you. Number 6. Francis Bacon's 3 Studies of Lucian Freud. Francis Bacon's 3 Studies of Lucian Freud is the most expensive painting ever sold at auction, fetching a whopping $142.4 million at Christie's in 2013. The triptych was painted in 1969 and depicts Bacon's friend and fellow artist Lucian Freud in 3 different poses. The sale of the painting broke the previous record for the most expensive work of art sold at auction, which was held by EDVARD MUNCH'S The Scream, which went for $119.9 million in 2012. The buyer of the Bacon painting has remained anonymous, but is rumored to be a Middle Eastern collector. 3 Studies of Lucian Freud is one of the most iconic and important works by Francis Bacon, who is considered one of the greatest artists of the 20th century. Number 7. Alberto Giacometti's Pointing Man. Alberto Giacometti's Pointing Man is the most expensive painting ever sold at auction, fetching a staggering $141.3 million at Christie's in 2015. The Swiss artist's work is famed for its elongated and emaciated figures, and this particular piece is no exception. Measuring just over 6 feet tall, The painting depicts a lone man with his arm outstretched, seemingly pointing into the distance. While it may not be the most visually stunning painting in the world, there is no denying the power and emotion that Giacometti's work evokes. It is this ability to touch viewers on a deep level that has made his paintings some of the most sought-after and expensive works of art ever sold. Number 8. Gustav Klimt's Portrait of Adele Bloch-Bauerei. Gustav Klimt's Portrait of Adele Bloch-Bauerei is the most expensive painting in the world, fetching a record-breaking $135 million at auction in 2006. The work was commissioned by Adele Bloch-Bauer's husband Ferdinand, one of the richest men in Austria, as a tribute to his wife's beauty and intelligence. This magnificent portrait is a prime example of Klimt's golden phase, during which he produced some of his most iconic and well-loved works. The painting's shimmering golden background and intricate patterns are characteristic of the Art Nouveau style that Klimt helped to popularize. While the portrait of Adele Bloch-Bauerei is undoubtedly a masterpiece, it is also shrouded in controversy. After Ferdinand's death, the painting was confiscated by the Nazis and ended up in a museum in Austria. It was only returned to the Bloch-Bauer family after a lengthy legal battle. Despite its tumultuous history, the portrait of Adele Bloch-Bauerei continues to awe and inspire viewers with its beauty and elegance. It is truly a work of art worthy of its place atop the list. Number 9. Edvard Munch's The Scream. The Scream is one of the most expensive paintings in the world, fetching a record price of $119.9 million at auction. The painting was created by Edvard Munch in 1893 and depicts a figure against a blood-red sky, with the words "The Scream" written in the background. The painting is seen as a representation of the modernist angst of the early 20th century and has been widely interpreted by artists and critics alike. The high price tag for The Scream reflects its iconic status within the art world and its position as one of the most important works of the modernist period. That's all for this video. Hope you will enjoy the video, and more importantly, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon to notify about our new video.